Hey everyone, Screaming Geek Media here. I am Jerry the Geek. Today we're going to talk about the 4K of Mötley Crüe, The End, live in Los Angeles. But before we get into that, if you like physical media, if you like 4Ks, Blu-rays, even DVDs, check out my other videos on my channel because I do these reviews. I do unboxings, collection updates, different discussions. Check that stuff out. Hit the like button, subscribe, and turn your bell notifications on. So let's dive into Mötley Crüe, The End, live in Los Angeles. This is the 4K of, it's their final concert they've ever done. The concert took place at the Staples Center in Los Angeles on December 31st, 2015. It was a big deal because they basically, for the final tour, they signed this contract that they would never perform again as under the name Mötley Crüe, so that it was, truly the end of the group. I'd always wanted to see it just because I've seen the clips of Tommy Lee's roller coaster drum solo. Was something I kept seeing on YouTube. I was like, this looks so freaking cool. I always wanted to see it, just never got around to buying it. I was really diving into doing movies, so I kind of got away from doing the music aspect, concerts and stuff like that. But the last couple years, I had the Blu-ray in my wish list on Amazon. I, wanted to get it. And back earlier this year, I was thinking about getting it. And just as I was getting ready to pull the trigger, I saw that it was announced that it was coming to 4K. I'm like, so I'll just go ahead and wait. So I was glad to finally get it. It was an awesome show. Was it Mötley Crüe's best? No. Because, times was pretty rough on them. Vince Neil himself, I could not believe how he let himself go, because he was, not fat, but he definitely the pudgy, big ass beer belly. You could tell, you can definitely tell he got winded at times, and struggling to make it through everything. So not his best outing. Mick Mars definitely showing his age and his health. Definitely not the greatest here. I'm not sure if it was a makeup or he just looked like he just walked straight out of a funeral parlor. Looked like death warrant over. But that did not stop him performing. He really ripped on the guitar. He did an awesome job. Nikki Sixx on bass, wonderful, did a great job. And of course, Tommy Lee never missed a beat. He is so freaking awesome. No matter what he's doing, he's just constantly going. Yeah, that drum solo, that roller coaster thing was freaking awesome until it broke. It was the last performance ever, and he breaks a freaking roller coaster, and makes it over to almost, I'd say 3/4 of the way through the solo, and he's upside down, and it freaking stops, and you see a couple of guys scrambling up on the scaffolding, and they actually had to get him out of it. That was kind of funny, but I'm sure it was probably embarrassing for them. To be in a big final show, and they had that big glitch in it. Also, a couple cool things with Nikki Sixx is a bass guitar. They had a special one done for the final show. It actually says the final show on it with a date. It has a whole bunch of other writing on it. That was really cool. Then he had another one with a flamethrower attached to it. That was pretty neat. Come out and shooting flames out while playing. That was pretty neat. So overall, even though it wasn't the best outing for Mötley Crüe, it definitely was a kick-ass show. Now, the 4K here comes from Eagle Rock Entertainment, which they're known for doing a lot of music-related physical media. The 4K did just come out earlier in 2024. And to start the show, instead of jumping right into the concert, it actually starts up and shows a lot of the setting up of the arena, the construction, all the crews running around, then some time-lapse photography of the setup. And while that's going on, you can hear different band members talking about the history of Mötley Crüe, and so that was really cool and nice. I think it was like 6 or 7 minutes to go in before they actually show them coming out onto the stage and getting started. Now, the length of the concert, both online and the packaging says it's like 2.5 hours, but it didn't seem that long. And I remember when I was looking at the display, the info on during when I was flipping back and forth with the audio tracks, I don't think it was that long. Either they misprinted the time of the actual show here, or maybe that was the original, because normally concerts last much longer and it was probably edited down for video, which kind of sucks. I mean, it is their final show. I think we deserve to see the whole damn thing, not edited version. So before I get into the editing this, I'll probably pop it back in and I'll double check, and I'll put it up here and let you know what the actual time of the concert is on this disc. But as far as the video go, this thing looks really solid. I mean, I wasn't expecting to be blown away. This ain't a movie. This is just a concert. So a lot of times, we don't technically need a 4K. As long as it looks good. Not, some of the old DVD concerts I have look like shit. So you want some kind of an upgrade. But this was better than I was expecting. It looked really good. I don't think there's any HDR color grading here. I don't know if this is, I think it's just an upscale from the Blu-ray source. I don't really know. If you happen to know any actual details of that, please let me know in the comments below. But again, it looked really good. Nice solid blacks, the dark atmosphere, the lighting. So it really gives you a feel of what it was actually like to be there. Had some really nice details. Some of the close-up shots of the guitar playing looked really sharp. Seeing some of the tattooing on Mick Mars' knuckles, you can see that really good. Now, as far as a comparison with a Blu-ray, this does not have a Blu-ray with it, and I never owned the Blu-ray, so I can't tell if this is much of an upgrade as far as visually goes. Now for the audio, we've got 2 audio tracks on this. We got an uncompressed LPCM 2.0 and a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1. I did toggle between the two a couple of times, but majority of it I watched in the 5.1. A couple of the reviews I saw online that they preferred the 2.0 track, and I think they're freaking crazy. I guess if you're an audio buff and you just like stereo mode, yeah. But it just lacks as far as the atmosphere goes. I mean, you kick it into 5.1, it just, bam, throws you in. It feels like you're right there in the arena. It's all around you. Really nice ambience. And also the bass, the low end, really kicks it up a notch in the 5.1. The 2.0 is very lacking in that department, in my opinion. It just didn't have a whole lot as far as the bass goes. So yeah, the 5.1 gives you a lot of more oomph. It really kicks you in the ass at times. So if you get this, I recommend the 5.1 if you want the whole full-blown experience. If you just like 2.0, maybe, give it a try so you like. But like I said, it just lacks in the ambience department and the low-end department. Now for the packaging, this is where they fell short. Sometimes when it comes to music, a lot of these music studios, they don't give a shit. They don't think about the packaging, because this sucks. I do not like these cardboard packagings. Folds open. I mean, it's got some nice artwork. And of course, then if you want the booklet, it's inside the little sleeve here. It does have some nice, has some pictures of the band members, and then some info about it. And the worst part of it, and then of course, getting the disc out. It is inside here, which, again, you got to risk getting scratches or fingerprints on trying to get the disc out of this freaking thing. And see, I just dropped it. And there we have the disc there. I will be putting this in a standard keep case, and I'll print out some artwork for it, because, yeah, they screwed the pooch here as far as packaging goes. And of course, on the back, it has all the info on it. And for its bonus features, I mean, the bonus features they list, I would not call them bonus features. They're part of the show. Like it says here, interviews with Mötley Crüe. That is played during the opening sequence. The flamethrower guitar is listed as a bonus feature for the freaking show, and Tommy Lee's drum solo and the whole rig. Again, it's not a bonus feature. They kind of, again, this is the bonus features is another aspect where they screwed the pooch here. This is where I think they missed the boat. They could have done so much because it's Mötley Crüe's final show, putting it on physical media. They could have done so much with this. Had some special interviews, some other footage, behind the scenes stuff. So yeah, they could have done so much more with this, in my opinion. So to wrap it up, it's a nice, solid release. If you're a Mötley Crüe fan, if you don't have this, I would recommend getting this. Again, I think they, missed the boat on bonus features. They could have done so much more with it. Now, if you've got the Blu-ray, is it worth the upgrade? Without knowing myself, I couldn't tell you, but I would reckon maybe not, because the audio is the same as the Blu-ray, and it comes to concert, you're more into it for the audio. So do you need to upgrade it from the Blu-ray? I would probably say no, because the Blu-ray does come with a CD. If you have it on DVD, yeah, this is probably a big upgrade over that. The 4K is selling for $33.19 right now on Amazon. I got mine on eBay, found a deal and got it for like around 25 bucks. So maybe check, see what kind of deals you can find. The Blu-ray is selling for $23.64, which again, it comes with a CD. So if you don't have this at all, it might be worth just getting the Blu-ray. Leave that up to you for what you think you need to have. But if you don't have it, I would recommend getting this. Again, it's not the best Mötley Crüe, performance, but it is a kick-ass show overall. It doesn't have a lot of the older stuff. It does have a couple. Most of the tracks on a concert is new stuff. It's possible that some of the older stuff might have been played, but just not here on the disc. Again, I have to pop this in and see how long this actually is. I'm sure this was edited down, because usually rock concerts are much longer, and then the videos, they cut a lot out. So yeah, that pretty much does it for my look at the 4K of Mötley Crüe, The End, live in Los Angeles. Again, if you don't have it, I would recommend getting this. Comment below, let me know what you think. Check out my other videos on my channel. Like, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and we'll see you soon. Geek out.